In this lesson, we're covering point-slope form, and we're looking at writing equations if we're just given a point and a slope, and then converting that equation to slope-intercept form. So let's get started. To write an equation of a line that passes through a point and with a slope, we can use point-slope form. And so if you notice, we have an x sub 1 and a y sub 1, and that is going to be where we're going to replace our ordered pair with that x sub 1 and y sub 1 and in with our slope. So point slope form is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. So let's go ahead and just do some examples. The first problem I have here, we want to write the equation of a line that passes through the given point and the given slope. So the given point here is -8, -1, and the slope is -3/4. So I'm going to use point slope to write that equation. Then I'm actually going to convert that equation to slope-intercept form. So remember, point-slope form is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is label my point x1, y sub 1. My slope is m. And I'm going to simply just plug it into this formula. So I bring down my y minus, and since I have a -1, it's going to be -1, that is my y sub 1, equals m, which is my slope, which is -3/4, times x minus, and I have my x sub 1 is -8, so it's going to be a double negative there. Then I just want to simplify this. I have these double negatives, so that's actually going to change to y plus 1 is equal to -3/4 times x plus 8. So that is my equation in point-slope form. Now I want to actually convert this equation in point-slope form to slope-intercept. So what I want to do is simply solve this equation for y and get rid of the parentheses on the left-hand side. So I'm going to distribute this 3/4. So I bring down that y plus 1 is equal to, and I distribute that 3/4, so -3/4 times x is just -3/4 x, and then -3/4 times 8 is, so -3 times -3 times 8 is 24, and it's like this 8 has a 1 underneath, so 4 times 1 is 4, and I can reduce that -24 over 4, and for the sake of space here, reducing -24 over 4, that is actually 6. So I'm going to erase this. Just want to show you where I'm getting the 6 from. And then to get the y by itself, this is a plus 1, so I'm simply going to subtract 1 from both sides. And I'm left with y is equal to -3/4 x. Then I'm combining my like term of -6 and -1. So -6 minus 1 is -7. And I have rewritten that equation in slope-intercept form. My slope is -3/4. As you can still see, my y-intercept is -7. I have one more example here that I would like that I'm going to do with you before I have you try one on your own. And my given point is 4, 3. So that is my x sub 1, y sub 1, and my slope is m. I'm just going to plug it into point slope form. So that is y. My y sub 1 is -3. So just like in the last problem, since I have that minus negative, I'm going to just go ahead and put plus 3 because I have a minus in my formula right here, and I have a -3. So those double negatives make a positive. Okay, that is equal to m. M is my slope of -1. So I'm actually just going to put, well, I'll put -1. And sometimes you may just see a negative in front, but that's an understood -1. Bring down my x, and then my x sub 1 is 4. So that is going to be -4. And I have rewritten this equation, or I've written this equation in point slope form. And so if you were asked to see what point was on this line, you would just look at the numbers here, my 3 and 4, so that 3 would be my x term. Just notice that if there's a plus, that your original term or your original number was negative. So my ordered pair was -3, 4 if you wanted to go back and just try to see what point was on in the line that was already in point slope form. And now I'm going to rewrite this in slope intercept. So solving for y, bringing down that y plus 3. I'm going to distribute that negative through. So -1 times x is -x. -1 times -4 is plus 4. Now I just isolate the y, so I'm going to subtract 3. My like term over here is 4 because it doesn't have an x. And I bring down my -x, and then 4 minus 3 is 1. And so my equation in slope intercept form is -x, y equals -x plus 1. I have a problem here, the last one. I would like for you to try on your own. You're given a point and a slope. So write an equation in point slope form, and then take that equation in point slope form and convert it to slope intercept form. So go ahead and pause the video and try this problem on your own. I have the answer right here. Hopefully you got it correct. The first problem, or the first equation, is in point slope form, and then the last equation is in slope intercept form. So hopefully you got them correct. Alright, we've reached the end of our lesson. I want to thank you for learning with me. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And once again, I want to thank you for learning with me.